Good evening, guys. I'm your host, Enzo.l, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Optimar report, shown every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Unless I run into rendering problems, which I did tonight. We're about 5 minutes from 7. No, I am not this tan. It's just super hot in this room right now, but I do like the Florida color. So check it out. If you have a topic that I'm not discussing that you want to speak about, come on the show or shoot me an email at Enzo.l at Optimar.com. Be more than happy to discuss it. Topic of today, do you appreciate your city? You should, because New York is constantly appreciating. So why is it appreciating so much? Real simple. It's the high cost of construction, the saturation of economic resources, the limited amount of space, and the expensive land values. Anybody who's been here knows this, that even when it dips, it does not dip for long. It still will climb. I talked about this last week. What's going on in the market? Well, 20,000 new apartment units are hitting the market, and where are they? Well, Manhattan gets over 6,000, while the homes in Manhattan go to an average of 1.1 million per sale. By the way, you want to make friends with the investor. He's 50 years old, I think, ladies. His name is Ken Griffin. He bought a $238 million penthouse. That house is over 24,000 square feet. What do you do with that? That's called FU money? That's crazy. Anyways, all right, Queens gets over 6,000 new units, and their homes appreciated to an average of $536,000 per sale. Brooklyn is over 13,000 new units coming, and their homes increased to an average of $726,000 per sale. We can thank Brooklyn's 2005 rezoning on the waterfront for the start of that boom. All right, the Bronx gets over 2,000 units this year, and a note to keep, the Bronx sale increased from the fourth quarter of 2017 to the fourth quarter of 2018 by 12%. That's 8% higher than Queens and Brooklyn. Wow, that's a giant jump right there, guys. Long Island City will house over 50,000 jobs and climbing the more since Amazon came in there and occupied 1 million square feet at the Citigroup Tower in Long Island City. Do real estate, get a job, it's the best place to be. Now they even announced they have early plans right now to occupy a second building, maybe the Chrysler building down the block, which is just one stop off the 7 train. So I think we're probably gonna call Long Island City Amazon City at this point. And I just wanna say a side note, divorce what? I don't think anything is slowing Jeff down, guys. All right, if you're a rental agent, where do you wanna go? You're gonna wanna go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn has over 13,000 units. Plenty of time to run the tread out there and get your deals done. Don't sit in a congested area. If you're an investor, you may just want to go work with Ken or stalk him at the coffee shop or get adopted by him because he seems to have all the money in Manhattan right now. But all seriousness, if you're going to invest, you may want to invest in the Bronx. I had to make sure I don't want to give you the wrong city area to go. So if you're going to be an investor, you're going to want to go ahead into the Bronx, and that's due to the market increase of 12%. Check with a lot of the property owners. A lot of property owners there have been in the game for a long time. They may want to sell. It's a good time to start knocking on doors, man. I have a friend that did it, and he became pretty successful by doing that, guys. Don't forget that Brookfield's property that was purchased in 2018 closed on 4 acres for $165 million on the river. Hello. What does that mean? That means it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be very busy over there in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx, guys. So a note to a lot of investors out there and a lot of agents, leave Manhattan alone. I know you're excited with all the lights in Times Square, but if you're trying to get your hand into the investment game or the real estate game or the rental game, get the hell out of Manhattan. And that is mainly because it is owned by Boardwalk and Park Place. That's a monopoly reference. But what basically means is you ain't got the money, son. You ain't got the time and the connections. It takes time to build here. Go on the outskirts. It will work a lot better. A side note to remember, probably by 2020, all this inventory will further price drops, but not that crazy, just a little bit because there'll be so much inventory. But at that time, like piranhas are jumping in over there, all of the buyers that have saved their money, and I hope you're saving your money, are gonna jump in and just start taking everything up. This is a buyer's market that we're going into. New York is appreciating. Appreciate the city that appreciates and appreciates you guys. All right, so that's pretty much all I have for you today. And thank you so much. Make your move. This is Enzo with the Optimar report. All love to you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.